Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this, the first day of June. Hope you're looking forward to a lovely summer month. And if you've got any leaving certs going on in your household, best of luck to them. Today our practice is going to focus a lot on the legs. So you have been warned. Let us begin by lying down. Make yourself nice and comfortable on your mat with your legs out long and your palms facing upwards. And letting go of your day. Letting go of everything that's going on in your world. And just spending this time in the present moment. And to help us move into the present moment, let your focus go to the base of your spine. Noticing how it's connected with the mat. Noticing how your spine then drifts away from the mat at the small of your back before joining it again. And staying connected to the mat, again all the way up the length of your spine to the base of your neck. And just think about lengthening that spine, allowing it to open out fully. And then letting your attention go to your breath. Inhale through your nose, into your belly, and exhale through your nose. Allowing that belly to expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Putting your hands on your belly if you find that helpful, to just feel the movement. And see, can you make your exhale a little longer than your inhale? Taking 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, picking your feet up off the mat. And let's just begin to cycle the legs just to start to get them warmed up. And keeping them cycling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, hugging them into your chest. And just flexing and pointing the toes. And then bringing the ankles around in nice circles. First in one direction and then in the other. And coming to stillness, letting the feet come down onto the mat and rolling over onto your side, making your way all the way up to stand. Standing either at the top or the long side of your mat, with your feet about hip width apart, so about a fist and a bit apart. Equal weight on both feet, standing up nice and tall. So that length you are finding on the mat, let's try and find it now as you're standing here. Feeling yourself become as tall as you can possibly be. With your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. And let's just begin to swing our body from side to side And as we swing it, let the arms swing too. And then start to make that swing bigger and bigger and bigger. Letting the arms just help to carry you from side to side. And then slowing it down, coming back. Hi there, sorry for interrupting your practice and I hope you're enjoying it. This is just to say if you are enjoying it, please do subscribe to our Love Doing Yoga channel and don't forget to share it with your friends. Love to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste. To stillness. And from here, let's just step the legs out now so that they're about 2.5 or 3 hip widths apart. Your feet are still facing towards the front. Keep a softness in the knees, drawing the arms out into a T, soften the shoulders. Soften the jaw. And then engaging the core by lifting the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. Let's take 3 breaths here. And with each exhale, just thinking about drawing up that pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And then bringing the hands onto the hips, we're going to fold forward. So we're bending forward from the hips like we're hinging. Have a softness in the knees. Your legs haven't really had a chance to stretch yet. So you don't want to overdo it with the legs. Keep a bend in the knees gently, letting the hands come down onto the mat. Just lowering the body into your forward fold. And then you can begin to just start to lengthen the legs just to as much as works for you. So maybe just gently swaying from side to side to just help each leg lengthen out. And then coming to stillness at your point. Whatever that is for you, knees can be as bent as works for you. And begin to then walk the hands backwards towards the opposite side of the mat. Let's take 3 breaths here. Seeing, can you make the exhale longer than the inhale? You can exhale through your mouth if you find that more useful. One more breath. And then bending the knees, making your way back to upright. Let's swivel on this right foot. So it's now pointing to the top of the mat and turning this back foot inwards. Bending the right knee so it's over that right ankle and putting a little bit of weight into the outside edge of the back foot. So your body is now looking out the long side of the mat, bring the arms into a T, keep the body as it is and just turn the gaze to the front of the mat. Checking in with that right knee, that it's staying over the ankle. In this warrior 2 pose, engaging the core by lifting the pelvic floor, belly button in and up. Soften the shoulders. One more breath here. And then dropping that back hand down onto your thigh, turning the palm, the right palm over, and then drawing it up and following it with your gaze. Keep that bend in the front knee so you get a nice little back bend here. And let's take 3 breaths here. Drawing the right hand down, both hands onto your hips. Notice how your hips are hopefully in a straightish line with each other. We're going to step this left foot across on the mat. So it's now facing towards the front and square up the hips. So as you square up the hips, if you find you're a little bit wobbly, open the legs out a bit wider. So the whole mat is yours, so feel free to use every bit of it. So keeping the feet even the full width of the mat will really help bring steadiness to the pose and help you square up those hips. We still have this right knee over the ankle, thinking about a wall coming down this right side that you're just trying to keep that right knee pressed against. As we raise the arms up into our warrior one, and your choice, looking straight in front or raise the gaze and bring in a little back bend. I'm going to look straight in front today. Soften the shoulders. One more breath here. Hi, sorry for interrupting your practice. I hope you're enjoying it. If you do like it, we'd love you to become one of our yogis here on Love Doing Yoga. And to do that, all you need to do is click on the link below. We send you 3 practices every single week for you to do at a time that suits you. And it's just €5 a month. So we'd love to see you join us on the mat again soon. Namaste. And then let's step this left leg back a little further. So you're on the toes of the left leg, raising the arms up in this high lunge, keeping that right knee over the ankle. 3 breaths here. Feeling that stretch in the back leg, the extension of the left hip, and then the strength required in the front leg to hold the balance. One more breath. And drawing those hands behind you, lift the gaze. 2 more breaths. Really good. And looking to the front, we're going to hinge at the hips, letting our hands come down onto the mat. You might want to heel toe your right foot in a little bit so your hands are framing that right foot, and then shifting the weight onto the right foot, lift the left leg up, just letting it hang there. Good. Little micro bend in that right leg, especially if you're hypermobile. You want to always keep a softness in the knee. 1 more breath here. And then stepping that left foot up to meet the right, bend the knees. Come up to stand. Good. Let's take it to the long side of the mat again. Arms in a T. Soften the shoulders. Engaging the core. Soften the jaw. One more breath. And again, hinging from the hips into your forward fold. You might find you can go a little deeper this time. And drawing your hands behind your back, clasping those fingers, draw the arms away from your back to just encourage a deeper bend here. Good, keeping that softness in the knees. 1 more breath. And then releasing the hands. Making your way back to upright and swiveling this time on the left foot. So it's facing the back of the mat and turning this right foot inwards slightly. Bending your left knee, arms in your T, softening the shoulders, engaging the core, and just turning the head to look out over that left hand as we take 3 breaths here. Really good. Letting that right hand come down onto the back of the thigh, turning the left palm upwards as you then follow it with your gaze into your nice back bend, keeping that left knee bent. Feeling the whole front of the body open. One more breath. And coming back to upright, hands onto the hips. Let's step this right foot across to come into our warrior one. You can challenge yourself a little bit by letting that back foot just go back as far as it can do while you still have full contact with the mat. Then squaring up the hips. Raising the arms. And as you exhale here, feeling that breath really encourage that back leg to stretch out and for the heel to press into the mat with each exhale. And one more breath. And then we're going to step that right foot back a little bit further, this time coming on to the toes of the right foot. So you're just really adding extra extension to this right hip here. Nice stretch on the quads. But also requiring a little bit more strength in this left leg. Keeping the shoulders soft, the jaw soft. One more breath. And then letting the arms come behind you as you raise the gaze. Open up the front of the body. One more breath. And then looking upright, hinging forward over that left foot as you shift the weight into the left leg and raise the right leg up. Good. One more breath here. And then just stepping that right foot up to the top of the mat. Bending the knees, coming all the way up to stand, raising the arms up. And let's sweep those arms out to the side, come into a forward fold. Taking 2 more breaths here with each breath. Just lengthening through the spine as you inhale and deepening the fold as you exhale. And then we're going to step back into a downward dog from here, setting up the hands. So the fingers are nicely open, the index fingers parallel with each other as you then step your feet back, pushing the hips back towards the back of the mat. One more breath. And then let's stretch that right leg up and step it forward, helping it along the way as much as you need to. And again, bending that right knee so it's over the right ankle. And let's just reach those arms up past the ears and hover over this leg. So you can be up on the toes of that back foot. One more breath here. Then lowering the knee of the left foot, open the foot, bringing the hands into prayer. Let's just take a little twist to the right. So your left hand against that right leg and gaze and chest looking upwards. One more breath. Keeping the arms as they are, curling the toes of that back foot, lifting the knee up away from the mat. Really good. One more breath here. And then letting both hands come down onto the mat. Keeping the left hand down, raise the right arm up past your ear, again looking up towards the ceiling. Good, just feeling that stretch in the leg. Super. One more breath. And then bringing that right arm out to the side, lifting the left arm up, hovering here in airplane. Don't worry, just one more breath. Hands down onto the mat, hopping the weight forward onto that right leg. Let's lift the left leg up. And this time, let the left foot turn to the side so it's parallel to the mat. Staying like this, or if you like, you can raise the left arm up and look towards the left. One more breath. Bringing that left hand down, stepping the left foot up beside the right, coming down onto your knees, push back and take a little rest in child's pose. Going into your own version of child's pose, whichever one works best for you, as you allow the spine to just round a little bit and the body to take a break. One more breath here. And coming up onto all fours in tabletop. Step the hands forward just a little bit. So the hands are in front of the shoulders. And then let's lift up into our downward dog. Pushing the hips back towards the back of the mat, gaze towards the belly button. And let's get that left leg now up to the top of the mat. Having just being on the toes of that right foot. And let's lift up as though we were holding a beach ball. Just lift up and hold it in front of you. For 2 more breaths. If you're feeling tension, tightness anywhere, struggling with this, think about directing your breath towards that point. And then letting the right knee come down as we come to bring the arms, hands, palms together, elbows opposite each other, taking a little gaze towards the left. One more breath. And then curling the toes of that back foot as you raise the knee up off the mat, keeping the gaze and the chest looking upwards. One more breath. Letting the right hand come down and let that left hand just stretch on past the ear. Nice revolved side angle here. And then drawing that left hand out to the side, hovering as you lift the right hand up into your airplane. One more breath. And then bringing both hands down as you shift the weight into that left foot, lifting the right leg up, turning it onto its side so it's parallel with the floor. Staying like this, or if you prefer, raising the right arm up and looking towards the right for a half moon pose. One more breath. Bringing the right hand down if it's up, stepping that right foot up to meet the left, coming back into your forward fold. And then bending the knees, coming down onto the mat, and this time swinging around to come and sit with your legs out, nice and long in front of you. Equal weight on both seat bones, sitting up tall, finding that length in the spine that you found at the start of the practice. Keeping a softness in the knees. 2 more breaths here. And then bending those knees and lowering the body down onto the mat, hugging the knees into the chest and just massaging your back out here. And then when you're ready, letting your legs come out long and your palms face upwards. And thank you very much for joining me in this practice. I hope you feel your legs got a thorough going over there. Good stretching, some nice strengthening practices. But now it's time for you to totally relax and let go and allow all of that work to be absorbed by your body. As you just let go your feet and your legs. Letting go the back of your body and the front of your body. Letting go your shoulders, your arms and hands. Letting go the crown of your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaws, lips, and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And just identifying something in your life that you're truly grateful for today. And letting your attention go to your breath as you observe yourself breathing in through your nose, filling your belly, and exhaling through your nose.